Panther's doing good with Gray and Slate hanging out with him more, but he waits for them to eat and then he gets whatever they don't eat. He doesn't want to push his way in. Mom might sneak him a piece of cheese during the day. The morning report from the treehouse: sunny and sticky. This is walk number 2 up the hill. I'm bringing the food bowls back down like I do every morning now. I'm sure all of the canned food is gone. Almost. Tux is on guard. Poor guy. Marty actually gave him a headbutt this morning and he tolerated that great. And then Stripe came within 5 feet and he reared up and was ready to go to war. I guess Marty is a little bit less a problem than Stripey. Hi, Morris. You can come get some more. Come on. It doesn't stay fresh in the summertime like the winter, so eat up while it's still fresh. Well, it's going on 8:30 and we're off. Don discreetly asked me this morning if we should start getting up 15 minutes earlier. I guess I'm a little slow. Or there's that much to do is probably more the truth. It's the 1st of the month.
Oh yeah, I read all the meters.
Yep. I'll ask Don in a minute when we get on the trail where it's quieter to give us a little update on our electricity use over the last month, because he was spouting off some numbers to me and he was a little surprised about a few things. So we'll get an electrical update.
All the way up to the other end and we can turn around. How's that?
Yeah, I didn't see that when we came past.
Right.
I should have been paying more attention.
Yeah, well, I think they did this last year. I ran. And what it is they don't want people. They're sending a signal to you for tomorrow or whenever.
Saturday is the event.
Yeah, that you can't come up this way. They don't. So that's what they're trying to do. They're sending a signal. I'm sure they would. You know, why'd you walk by the barrier? But the whole point is, I've ran through this thing the last couple years, and you get there, and the other end's got the same thing. They don't want you to come up that way. They're giving you a signal. Right.
Well, they don't want you to think you can get access into South Park when you can't.
Right.
I guess would be the main thing.
During the fireworks, this is really close to where they set them off. So I totally understand that.
Right.
But they're not. They may be prepping the field, but there are no fireworks up here, because those guys, they don't show up with the fireworks until basically the morning of. They don't sit out there for 3 days.
Right.
Waiting to go off.
Yeah. Well, we're over a half a mile away from, you know, the fireworks area, and yes, we certainly don't intend to try to breach the fireworks area when there's stuff up there that matters. Yeah, but this is a whole, we're 72 hours out, or last night would have been 72 hours from them setting them off. That's a bit much to close down the works. We'll see. Give us a little excitement this morning. Is it open? Is it not really open?
We're gonna get arrested? Trespassing?
We're not gonna get arrested.
Aww. I wouldn't have to work today. I could have a day off.
There goes a bunny, a big bunny. Well, how come they don't, you know, stay out for the fireworks? I'm sure they'll all scatter. I approve of the town putting the fireworks off, but let's not get me started early on how I feel about neighbors shooting them off. Mostly because it scares my kitties. When I had dogs, I used to have to give them Ace Promazine to trank them out on fireworks nights. It would upset them so bad.
Okay, so it's the 1st of the month, so I read the meters. And the hot water heater, 30 days, nice even number, 96 kilowatts. So that's like 3.3 kilowatts, is that right? A day or something. Anyway, the point is, So we pay less than 20, let's just say 25 cents a day for hot water, which, you know, not bad. Now the thing about the hot water heater, it only draws, it's a heat pump, so it's like a small room air conditioner, about 600 watts when it runs, but it can run during peak times. So I just let it run whenever it wants to run, but most of our hot water usage is at night.
On purpose.
On purpose. You know, we run the dishwasher, the laundry, we take showers. Well, although
Summer's been a little bit off
yeah,
on
I've been
that.
taking them in the morning, which also is
Off peak.
Basically 11 till 8 is when we pay a premium for the electricity. So
This time of year.
this time of the year. Anyway, so the dehumidifier used 240 kilowatts. So
That's the whole house one,
the whole house dehumidifier.
not the little one in the garage.
Right. So again, 30 days. That's 7 kilowatts approximately a day, a little bit more than 7. So 7 times 10 cents, let's say. Oh, well, now that's off peak. I controlled it, and it doesn't run during peak, so it only does, let's say 8 cents. So, you know, 56 to 60 cents a day for the dehumidifier for the whole house. I was telling Marianne that I need to fix the dehumidifier in the garage. The hemostat, whatever, on it is not working well. It gets stuck on. So the garage is actually too dry.
I'll let you turn around now.
And
You did great.
so I need to do that. I have a home automation solution for that, but the device that I need is a relay, not a relay as in a contactor, but a signal relay, a repeater, because those little things, I can't make them program into the network. So we're going to see if I can get it to program it in the house and then put it out there, and it'll go through the repeater. I don't know, we'll find out.
So there's the barrier blocking from the neighborhood, coming down from the neighborhood trail.
Don't think we're going to see our bike riders zooming by us today.
Yep. Something's noisy up there. Yeah, it's what I thought it was. It's the street sweeper. He's going through cleaning the parking lot. The town does own one of those machines. I've seen it frequently. Here's some girls out walking this morning with the stroller. No barrier over here, at least not yet, and no signs of any fireworks, anything I might say. So this is not dangerous. Like Don said, it's more of a signaling about what's happening tomorrow and Saturday.
Right.
So there's 2 more barricades, and let's guess that they're gonna go right there. But like Don said, it's not even blocked off right now on this end. And they do shoot them off from down there. The high school ball field 3. They've been doing that since the boys were in car seats, and probably even before. It's been that long, that over, you know, going over 20 years in my opinion, they've been doing that. I appreciate that the town does so much to keep it pretty. You can see the little bit of water, so it sprays and then it sweeps and then it sucks. It does all of that. Don says it keeps the dust down. It's important to keep the dust down. Yeah, I think the main reason for the fence up at the road is to keep kids during the festivities from running out into the street. Although mostly the bounce houses will be inside the ball field fence. And right over in here is where people are going to sit and put up their blankets and chairs to actually watch the fireworks. So yeah, I think that's just mostly crowd control to keep people from accidentally wandering out into the street. They did bring the kids over here for morning snack at camp this morning. Yeah, well, we squeaked through today. I think tomorrow we'll go to Fleming Loop for our walk, because it's liable to be locked down more tomorrow. And you know, I get that. Don was just using 20 years of coming to South Park 4th of July weekend, and when they really lock it down and when they just kind of sort of lock it down.
So I read my digital power meter that measures the amount of energy used to charge both cars. It's on the load panel in the garage. And it said that we used a total in June of 669 kilowatt hours to charge the cars. And if you divide that by 30, that's 22.3 kilowatts hours per day average. So if that you multiply, see that's all off peak. So if I multiply that by 0.08,
Our off-peak cost plus a little tax wiggle.
yeah, so that's $1.78 a day to drive our cars. Now, Marianne, I mean, we've taken numerous trips, so I guess you should think about how far can you go on $1.78 worth of gas in a day. That's what, 2/3 of a gallon?
Yeah.
Maybe 20 miles? We certainly average more than 20 miles. I'm sure Tesla 5 will tell us that stuff.
I'll go pull that up, how many miles both cars drove for the month of June.
Yeah, but you know, right now, Jules is sitting at like 75% charged, and I think Ruby's at like 90 or 80.
80, been charging her to 80, and she is charged up, yeah.
So both cars are fully charged right now.
Yep.
Meaning we've got gas in the tank.
Right. Now, for over a month now, Ruby has been waking up more than we're accustomed to her waking up, which translates to the contactors clicking and us being aware that she's waking up.
Yeah, it's sort of like Sentry mode is on, but it's really not on.
Yeah, it's not related to Sentry mode. We've tried turning
everything.
It off and
yeah,
everything. Turning it, it's not Sentry. So I noticed in Tesla 5 that she sleeps, when she goes into this cycle of waking up, she sleeps for some random amount of time, and then she wakes up, she's awake for some random amount of time, and then she goes to sleep for 15 minutes, and then she wakes up for some random amount of time, and she goes to sleep for 15 minutes. And I've seen her repeat this 6 times, I've seen her repeat it 10 times, it's a lot of times in a row. And then she'll either be awake or she'll go to sleep, and she won't be doing that for a while. So I have some information to give them. Now, I understand that when the 12-volt battery is dying, the big battery keeps the 12-volt battery topped up, and that might cause the car to wake more than normal. Although I did talk to Rick, our mobile Tesla guy, and he said he didn't see any messages about the 12-volt. He did look at the logs. So he did an initial look for us, but we need the log reader and or the guys at the service center to take a deeper dive than what mobile would do. He looked for obvious errors in the log that might be causing her to follow that pattern and didn't see any. So the short story is I'm going to open a service ticket today. It's getting close to starting back to driving Johnny to school in August. I need tires. We never meant for me to start back every day on the tires that I have now. And we want them to check the brakes. We're not expecting a problem there. And we want them to either check and or change the battery coolant fluid, which we actually did one time after the first year, 6 months of driving.
Yeah, no, that was the gear, the oil in the gearbox.
Okay. It was recommended one of these things was good to change early on after any particles from manufacturing got into that fluid.
Yeah.
And we did that because, you know, we're in this for the long haul with Ruby as far as
I'm going to drive her till the wheels fall off.
We could always change her mind and trade her in. It would, you know, for a newer X, but probably not. I wouldn't consider anything but another X, by the way. There would be no other car for me. I'm spoiled for life now. I, you know, would be driving a classic in another 15 or 20 years and still spreading my wings.
That's
I am absolutely sure. So anyway, I got about a month before school starts back, and it's a good time to get this service appointment scheduled and out of the way.
Yeah,
and if it takes 2 or 3 weeks to get in, this is clearly no emergency.
Yep. Okay, going for my run.
All right.
Yeah, I'll see you back at the house. Here we go.
Love ya.
Love you too.
Come on. That's the first day it actually didn't open up for me right away. There, maybe I heard it now. So my purse was on my hip and it was like 3 inches toward the back of my body. I saw it say tap key card pop up on the center screen. Anyway, I guess it couldn't quite read the key card. At least it couldn't read it as fast as I was expecting. See, on the X, the mirrors pop out, and I know that she's read the key fob. And I have a fob for the Y in that purse, so I have the key card and the fob. But on the Y, they don't do that. It's not waking. When it wakes up, it doesn't open the mirrors. So there's not that visual connection. Although I did finally hear like a little click when I was able to use the door handle. It's bad enough I got to use the door handle, right? And then I got to try it a couple of times. It's not really a big deal. 52 minutes, 2.3 miles, 122 beats per minute, and we know that I'm somewhere between 6,000 and 6,500 steps so far today. It's pretty straightforward when we're on the same trail doing the same basic distance every day. It's a good start to the day. Well, you're right where I left you. That's a good boy. And a big yawn. Should I come sit and rub your tummy for a minute? You gonna survive there, Tux? Having to share the deck with your buddies? I'm gonna mow the grass. The clover here is pretty tall, and you know, all these other people beautifying their yards for the holiday weekend. I figure I should do that. Oh, and Morris is over there on top of the brick pile area. It's not that I've got that much energy or that I just really want to do it, but you know, before I go settle in and sort Legos for a while, which I probably will do, I figured I'd better get the grass mowed. We'll call it adulting and the right thing to do, and then I won't have to do it over the holiday weekend or when Johnny comes home, right? Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a better window. It's a little sunnier in the front yard than I'd like it to be, but if I move quick, I won't be in the sun too long.
Here she comes. She's just cutting away. She's a great helper. She really likes that Ego lawnmower. I'm out here to dump the bag for her. It's probably about full.
The 7.5 amp hour battery didn't allow me to do the back. I don't know if that's because I did the part on the other side of the bridge that I don't always do, or I'm moving slower in the heat, or I backed up over myself more, or we used it. Well, it was on the charger, so it had to have a full charge. Anyway, no big deal. I just grabbed another 7.5 amp hour, and it's letting me catch my breath. Let's see, 1 hour and 16 minutes, 2.9 miles. And I'm at 138 beats per minute. I did walk to the street and back and below, plus the lawn, but not the lawn at the street, just the whole front area. That was significant. So I am eating twice today. I'm gonna try to eat in an 18:6 window, which basically means if I'm eating at 12:45 my lunch, then I need to have dinner done by 6:45. Be done eating by then. So all my food was consumed in a 6-hour window. At any point, I've got asparagus, a fried egg, and some of that smoked apple Gouda sausage. Should be less than 5 carbs on that plate, if that many. It must be 1 p.m. You've come out from your cave.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I heard the driveway alert go off.
Yep, there were 5 boxes, and the guy was really friendly and a nice guy, but he handed me two packages that were, one had canned cat food and one had the bag of dry chow, and I almost dropped it. I mean, next time maybe tell me it's 30 pounds.
Well, mine's not. Mine's like...
That was one of the boxes, but that wasn't
2 pounds?
Yeah, these your new shoes?
New shoes. New running shoes. Pretty snazzy, huh?
They are pretty snazzy.
Yeah.
Way cool.
They've got the
supposed to have, this is like the ultra cush foam or something like that. So we'll try them out.
They got that thing on the heel you care about?
Well, they don't actually have that heel stabilization anymore like they used to. That was why I liked the last couple models of my shoe, because I looked at all of them on the New Balance site.
Right.
And I couldn't find any of them that professed to heel stabilization like it used to say it. And that one that was in the only one that looked like it had it was the one that we ordered, but they didn't have that one in my size. So I was sort of like, you know, stuck. Because I think that was a last year's model.
Okay.
And that's
yeah, well, they will make sure to change the model every year so that you have to really try to reinvent what it is you want.
Yeah, but these look pretty snazzy. We'll give them a shot.
Okay. I really thought I was just going to sit here, take a nap, hang out on my computer, listen to a book, watch a movie, or do something. But there's this bag of Lego pieces over there calling that needs to be sorted. And yeah, I guess I've rested a little bit and now it's back at it. Maybe it's because I just left them sitting right there staring at me. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It must be time to go to the landfill if I'm getting in the GMC. My special once a month, whether I need it or not, outing. Don's got everything loaded up. He's on his way. Well, it's a hot and sunny afternoon for a ride. Thankfully, Don's got the back closed off, so I don't get no garbage fumes. It's nice and cool inside the GMC and smell free too. I made good progress sorting the Legos, but of course I got a lot more to do. I might have did a third of that gallon size Ziploc of the little tiny pieces, but they're all where they needed to go, that third, so. That be tobacco. They'll be topping it here in a week or so. There's flowers are starting to form and they don't leave the flowers on the plants. Takes too much away from the leaves. Yep. They do that. It's not busy at all.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Well, I hope they don't all pile in while you're doing the recyclable parts.
Yeah, let's hope that. I'm gonna just leave it running for you.
Sounds good.
It's 89 out there.
Yep, it's hot. The landfill's only open for 50 more minutes, but it's just not crowded tonight, which is great. I think we made a good choice to come today. We were pulling out and the Model S was pulling in.
To the landfill.
We waved. Not that they do. We drive our other car's a Tesla, but we waved anyway. Yeah. The guy gave Don a hard time about the car. No, he gave you a hard time about the cardboard today.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, this guy basically told Don the stuff we've been putting in the cardboard bin, like all the cardboard, some of it they don't want.
Like, they don't want, if you go to the website, because I have not been in the last 2 years, but they talk about what the definition of cardboard is, and they show graphic pictures, clip art pictures. They don't show photographs of cardboard, they show clip art. And they show cigarette boxes, shoe boxes, a lot of these little packages that stuff comes in, inserts that go into the they have pictures of all of that.
Like a tissue box,
yeah,
cardboard.
like a tissue box.
Can you still put that in the commingled recyclables?
Well, I don't know. But this guy was saying no. If it's got printing on it, as in the whole box is printed, they don't want it in the cardboard. And if it's got, and it's the difference between compressed paper and cardboard. There's what we most think of is quote unquote corrugated cardboard, but cardboard is
compressed paper. Paper products that aren't paper is cardboard.
It's stiff.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Guess we get to go research it.
Yeah. So
short story is we got to go research it. We'll change if this website says to change.
You know, that's right. I have no problem. Like I told him, it doesn't ain't no money out of my pocket. I throw it over here in this dumpster, or I throw it that. I ain't my problem no more. But I hate the fact that because cardboard is like really recyclable. You know, and plus got all these Amazon boxes. I mean, there's millions of them.
Well, he didn't tell you not to put Amazon boxes over there.
He was perfectly thought Amazon boxes were great. But I guess I don't know. We'll go see. But the thing about the printing on the, because that you know, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I totally get it. You don't want that shiny. He did say that. He said no, the shiny printing. You know, where it's kind of like enameled paper, and then they print on that.
So the Amazon Minion boxes will be out, but the regular Amazon boxes will be okay.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean,
occasionally Amazon has a nicer box just for, you know, the heck of it.
Right. Well, the way I took it, if it's actually printing on the cardboard itself, it's fine. But if they put that enameled paper on one face of the corrugation of the cardboard, and that might be more of an issue. Anyway,
we'll sort it out.
You know.
Welcome to Mac from Texas, one of our regular viewers. He just became the proud owner of this ID4.